Quick Shots with your hosts, Bob Katie
and John Picarillo.
Welcome to Quick Shots number 12.
Welcome aboard, folks.
I think number 12. Why do I always do
11.
this? 11?
It's written down just like it should be in your book. That is because
The Quick
our
Shots
last
thing
one
I'm having
was
trouble
Quick
keeping
Shot.
track of.
I was thinking about it, and I don't know if it's good to do that, where we're taking away from upping the episode count. That's my 2 cents.
It matters.
I don't know, only to me.
Only to you.
So at least we should make me happy. Put my nuts.
Sounds like you have a dick in your mouth.
Yeah. Happy Leap Year Day.
Leap Day.
Leap Day.
Yes, happy Leap Day.
Happy Leap Day.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Well, it's a leap day the day we record it.
Yes.
Right
But
now.
yeah. We're recording it on Monday, February 29th. And welcome to Quick Shots number 11.
11.
Thank you. Okay, there we go.
Welcome
now
aboard.
I got it. You can find us at bobandjohnspodcast@gmail.com or
At Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Periscope.
on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. And also check us out on buzzsprout.com, and you can pick us up on iTunes at Bob and John Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
All of that stuff, huh?
We are everywhere.
Just listen to the song we're going to play this week. And now it's in my head. I just want to sing it over
Little
and over.
Thorogood.
Oh, yeah, little George Thorogood.
Go ahead. Rip it out. Microphone's yours.
If you don't start drinking, I'm going to leave. Yeah!
That never happens because John just starts drinking.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Any feedback from sweet, sweet Sarah?
No. She's not listening to the show. And, you know, I gave the hint.
Oh, that was a tough one.
Why do you want that beer so bad?
Because he's thirsty, dummy.
Now, I didn't go as far as a follow-up. Like, hey, did you catch the show? You know,
Yeah.
I didn't go there. I could.
You,
But, yeah, no. That's a little bit more than fishing.
it's a little bit more than fishing.
That's fishing with dynamite. It's not right.
That's fishing with dynamite.
Dynamite!
Dynamite.
Didn't we just lose that guy?
No.
The tall guy. Yeah.
Jimmy Walker?
Yeah. I think he passed away recently.
No.
Thought so.
No. No.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You loved that movie, didn't you?
It was a great movie. It was a really, really good movie.
And it beat the pants off of that high-budget Gods of Egypt.
We're talking about Deadpool, and it's actually 600 million worldwide after this weekend.
Yeah, but the numbers,
And
to
it's rated
really-
R.
The numbers to really look at are profit margin,
Oh,
How much did it cost?
56 million or something?
and they're at how many?
600 million
Oh,
worldwide.
that's a good one. That's the one you go. Yes,
That's out of the ballpark
Yes!
and then some, man. That's
yeah.
we're still watching that sucker go.
That wasn't that his whole he's stuck it out for years.
11 years to get it made, yeah. To get it made right.
Yeah.
It was thrown around.
did it
and
the right
tried
way.
to get it made
They
right.
did it.
And they kept throwing. They wanted to do the, not that there's anything wrong with the way they make all these comic book superhero movies, but he definitely, this character you couldn't have made a successful PG-13. Had to be a rated R movie.
Yeah.
Had to be.
Yeah.
And he
So
waited
is that
it
the
out.
first Marvel?
Rated R movie.
Yeah.
It's from Marvel, but 20th Century Fox actually did the movie. Same people that do the X-Men movies.
But Marvel owns the
they have
rights
to put
Deadpool.
no, not the movie rights.
No.
The cinematic movie. See, there's different rights with these characters.
Uh-huh.
Marvel, it's a Marvel creation and comic book creation. So I believe they have to put up the Marvel thing. You know what I mean, like Marvel
Yep.
and everything. But the cinematic movie rights are 20th Century Fox, just like X-Men cinematic movie rights are 20th Century Fox.
Right.
So, and like Spider-Man, now Spider-Man is Sony Pictures has the cinematic rights, but they made a deal with Marvel that Marvel can use Spider-Man in its movies as a secondary character. They can't make they can't. Sony has the rights to make, in the agreement, Sony has the rights to make the standalone Spider-Man movies. Marvel has the ability to put him in their Marvel universe. In other words, all different movies.
This all stems back to the actual comic book days, right?
No. This is just in the last 20 years or so.
Because there's so many different ways of going about it.
Well, Marvel only started making their first movie that they officially made was The Incredible Hulk. And that was and then they took a chance on...
That was the real big CGI one?
No, there was two of them.
I remember
one of them was
ones,
yeah, one of them did better than the other, and the one that they did was actually in Marvel's cinematic universe. When the last Avengers movie came out, they had a couple screenings where you could go pay some money and watch every fucking movie in order. And it starts with
I can't sit and see that.
No, you can't. Well, I think they have breaks, but it's still ridiculous.
Yeah.
They start with the Incredible Hulk, and because everybody would think that it's Iron Man,
right? But
it's not. They actually did the Incredible Hulk before that.
Which again, we were just talking about this. It just doesn't seem that long ago.
Iron Man was like what, 06 or 07, something like that. 08. It might even be 08.
It's mind-boggling. 10 years. It's
yeah,
like a long time.
Well, the first
but
real
the
first real Spider-Man movie that was made was in when 2005 or something.
It was before Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk, yeah, the one with Tobey Maguire,
right?
The one that really
that did pretty good. Yeah, but what about Batman? I thought Batman was one of the first ones.
I was just talking about Marvel.
Oh, of course. Well, that's where you lose me.
You got DC. You have DC.
I know that, but I don't know where.
DC,
I don't know where the fence is drawn.
DC is two different companies. Plain and simple, it's two different companies. DC is they're hooked in with Warner Brothers, so they don't have this problem like Marvel kind of does with a few of their characters. Everything is if DC makes a movie, it's going to be with Warner Brothers. Period. End of story. That's how it all lines up. You know, that's why the Superman ride is at the is it at Universal or whatever?
I don't know.
Warner Brothers or I don't know. All that crap. All I know is it's all the way back to Superman that we grew up with, Christopher Reeves, that one. It's all friggin' Warner Brothers. Always has been. All the Batmans, the whole lot, and still continuing. All DC ones.
All right.
Marvel would love to have that, and Disney would love to have that, but they have a few out there that before Marvel had a full-blown studio to do all this, you know, they wanted to have their characters made into movies, so they had to shovel their rights out. Which X-Men is with Fox. I never heard why Deadpool suddenly. Maybe Fox is the one that picked it up. Maybe Marvel didn't want to make the Deadpool movie because it's owned by Disney in there.
Oh,
they're delicate.
Course.
Yeah. Fantastic Four I believe is Fox also, and that they just did one last summer, which was terrible.
When did Fox get involved? I mean, I know the DC
20th Century Fox was making movies forever.
Oh, I didn't look at it that way.
They just picked up X-Men. They gave X-Men like a green light of like 89 million. What? And that was like 2000 or something, or 99, 2000. That was the one that really kicked off all this we had the ability now to make good superhero movies and not look like a guy walking weirdly up the side of a wall type of shit.
Did
like what we grew up with in the 70s.
Is Deadpool your favorite all time
movie? Character?
Comic book oriented
movie?
Movie.
No. It was a good movie.
Well, which was your favorite out of all those that you just discussed?
You asked me favorite. They're all good movies. I enjoy them. I don't know if anything.
What if I wanted you to pick your favorite movie? Not your. I told you what the content is. We're talking about Marvel, DC, Fox, and all of that happy horse shit.
Fox is just a movie studio. They're not like
Whatever. It doesn't that part doesn't matter.
so either DC or Marvel, which is basically it. I mean,
No.
pretty
I don't know.
much.
You mentioned another branch there. I thought I was going somewhere.
No, Fox just picked up the rights to make the movies of X-Men and Deadpool. That's all. I've always been a huge Batman guy.
Yeah, Batman's pretty cool.
You know what I mean? I was always
In our lifetime, we've seen so many different Batmans, though.
yeah.
All the way back to our childhood with that really silly Crash.
Oh man, 60s Adam West.
Bam.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
was a big fan as a kid of that. That was great. When you could get a cartoon or a live action show of like anything out of the comic books, I was on board. I didn't care how cheesy or terrible it was as a kid. I was on board. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I watched those.
when they were making Batman. You know what I mean? They had Super Friends, Batman. They had a single stand up Batman cartoon. I remember as a kid on Saturday morning. I think it was like the Batman Tarzan hour or something.
Oh, I love that.
So that type of thing. Oh, I was on board. Even the silly. What was it? Was that like 78 or something? They tried to do a Spider-Man TV show and it was really bad. But it was great. And they had a Captain America, like two Captain America.
That new one was pretty good.
What do you call it? Like ABC movie of the week or whatever.
Yeah.
And I watched those. I was like, they could have kept making TV shows like that. I would have been happy as a kid. You know what I mean? Because as a kid, you don't see through the cheesiness of it, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just thinking like, wow, I get to see them and actually, live action type of thing. Mm-hmm. Well, then of course it was a big deal when Superman came out as a movie. Christopher Reeves and the first Superman.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty big. That was a big deal.
When I saw it, I remember it leaving quite an impression on me, and I just got thinking of all these things while I was thinking. And I went to this one movie with my sisters, and it was the first time Christopher Reeve was in a movie other than Superman,
Yeah.
and he kissed another man. And I mean, I was pretty young.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of talk about LBGT then. So
Lesbian, gay community, transgender community. Is that it?
homosexuality was really strange.
Sure, yeah.
And then to see Superman doing that, I was a little devastated at the time.
Listen, it's still strange to me, but I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand that it's people's preferences and
Right,
good
yeah.
for them. Hey,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it makes you happy, go do it. And don't hurt nobody else. Be my guest. Not my gig, but
Yeah.
I'm cool with whatever, whatever you're going to do. All the power to you.
Yeah. I just wish Superman didn't.
I was watching the Chris Rock special, and he's talking about Christopher Reeves is crippled. Superman's crippled. What the hell? He's going, how can Superman be crippled? He's like,
That's not right. We shouldn't even be laughing.
It's fun because it's funny though. You know what I mean? When you think of it from that perspective, it's funny.
I know, but you're terrible.
I thought the first Batmans that came out in what is that 89 or something, that when that happened, that they were pretty great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't care for the second one although Michelle Pfeiffer in a skin tight suit was a plus.
That was a
and
good,
I just
that was
didn't
good.
care for the movie overall in general, other than really her.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Fun right there.
The Val Kilmer one wasn't too bad. It started going toward the 60s thing, but I was just kind of like, whatever. And then the Clooney one was pretty bad. But the Christian Bale, probably my favorite one would be The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger as the Joker and Christian Bale's Batman.
I still think what's his name? He's
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I kind of thought he was a good Batman. I thought that one was pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad, but it doesn't compare to. It doesn't stand up as much to The Dark Knight. It's still a little kind of campiness to it. You know what I mean? It's darker, but it still has a little campiness to it.
Yeah.
Tips its hat to that 60s Batman just a little bit.
Well, there's parts of that were awesome. The Batcave, who didn't want that?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I'm not even talking about that part. I'm just talking about there were certain things and stuff. The Dark Knight stuff is definitely a lot more, you know what I mean?
I just meant, to me, the Batcave is where it's at. You know what I mean? Oh, we got to get back to the Batcave and figure this out. That's where you go hang out. When you got to hit the street, all your gear's got to be ready to go. You know what I mean? You're going out. When you got to go back to the Batcave and reload. You know what I mean? Fuel up and shit. That's what I'm talking about. So you got to remember, that's a big part of it for me. I want to be at the Batcave often.
Yeah, I would say that's the one out of all of them. It probably tops my list. The first Iron Man movie was super good. Was really
I
good.
thought Iron Man was awesome.
The first one was like really good. I mean, you can't hit it better than Robert Downey Jr. I like the second Captain America movie, The Winter Soldier. They're going into Captain America: Civil War coming up next month or something, or April or March, end of March, I think it is. And that's going to be, I think that's in April. That's going to be, I know that's going to be fantastic if they keep going in this trajectory they're headed.
Where did, because I saw a real mixed up app game that they were advertising. Where does the Guardians of the Galaxy fall? It's Marvel?
Yeah. They're going to,
because I saw them, they were doing some on this app with the Deadpool guys, like, fighting Groot.
yeah. Well, it gets complicated after a while. Guardians of the Galaxy is Marvel, and they're gonna do the Infinity Gauntlet. They're gonna make, from what I understand, the next two Avengers movies are gonna be made at the same time, and it's gonna be in Avengers Infinity Gauntlet 1 and Infinity Gauntlet 2. They're going to be put out as two separate movies, but it's like basically it's a universe spent, because they're going to go up against Thanos, and Guardians of the Galaxy are going to be interjected into there. So they're all going to be a potato salad after that.
Years of fun to come.
The problem they were talking about.
Think of all the good movies that we get to see then, between Star Wars that are going to be coming out.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. There's another. They were talking about Deadpool, because Deadpool is in the X-Men universe, which is in the Marvel universe. But
you've got me excited to see
the
it.
X-Men kind of has its own universe because they're mutants and that whole thing.
I'm just glad I didn't go with you, because you said there was some silly parents that brought their kids to an R-rated movie.
Yeah, they brought like 4 and 5-year-olds, and they're telling like cock and dick jokes and stuff, and I mean, and there's titties and stuff like that.
Yeah, you said titties.
Yeah, and then these other twits that were like probably 15.
Wow,
they're like talking bullshit and everything else, and they're the ones who think it's funny. Like the movie has that 1 second pause of silence, so they have to say something funny. It's like, okay, I'll
tell you what.
Anymore, it's not.
You want to make
anymore.
me laugh? If you can tear a fart when there's a moment of silence, I'll laugh at that.
You know what? I want to enjoy the money. I want to get my money's worth.
If there's a bad crowd, I'm pissed.
That was the worst I've ever been involved. It was like all over the place. I'm like, this is a zoo.
So I'm glad I wasn't partaking in that, because it aggravates me to go and spend the money anyway. The other part is, giving the cinema my time. That's part of it.
What is it with you?
Because I could be doing something else, so that means I'm giving up my time. And then the last part of the straw is the surrounding people. If I got some asshole kicking my chair behind me, I want to stand up and punch somebody in the face.
No, there was none of that.
Or if you get stuffed into somebody.
It just seemed like
man,
somebody's
talk about pissing me off.
And then one of the 15, 14-year-olds, their phone goes off, and it's like,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah, it was definitely the worst group I've ever seen of just enjoy the fucking movie, okay?
That's why it's just another thing I enjoy.
If you want to go
home.
look cool or something in front of your girlfriend there, to go do something else. You don't need to be Mr. Funny Guy at the fucking movies.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
Time to make the chimmy fucking changas.
But I guess they can't put Deadpool with X-Men right now because the X-Men timeline is in 1983 or 1980s right now. Whatever that means. I don't know. I can't keep up on all this shit. I can't. I'm not. Listen, I got a little bit of geek, but I'm not that like where I can like examine all this crap. I can barely keep it straight from my own brain.
I don't know where all that information is, but if you want to know, there's a place to find out all that. It's amazing.
That is true.
It's amazing that it's real.
Yeah.
Just like if like from Trekkies.
Oh, that's crazy.
There's people that speak Klingon. You know what I mean?
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Well, even the Star Wars thing. I mean, we grew up with it, so we feel kind of knowledgeable about it and everything.
Yeah.
But there were so many books there were so many books written post the original Star Wars by different authors, taking the characters in different ways.
Is that legal?
Yeah, they did it. There's thousands. I mean, there's just thousands of them.
I mean, they have to ask permission to use the character.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure I'm sure Lucas at the time, I'm sure got a nugget off of each one of them. But the point being is that there are so many of them. How do you couldn't even begin to keep track of where things are going. Number one, I tried to read. I remember as an adult a couple of years ago, I was like, I need something to read. You know what I mean? I kind of ran out for a while of like interesting things to read. I'm like, so I got one on my iPad. And I started reading it, and I'm like, number one is all the made-up words and languages they use in it, it ruins the flow of reading so hard because you have to really sit and think about what they're talking about because it chops it up so much that it's hard to get a flow on it. You know what I mean? It's like it was just it was too much.
See, before the movie, like reading it was more Hobbit then. But that's what it was like to me back then. So it was very entertaining, but there's so much going on all around what I'm reading.
Because you're literally learning a language in a way with some of the stuff that they're talking about because they're using made up words and it's not like
we gotta make up a world. We hadn't thought of it. We
got time to make up a world.
We're gonna make a world.
If somebody pays me, I will make a fucking world.
That's a good idea.
I'll make a kick-ass world.
No, I mean we've got a world already started. I mean this one, but then we'll
you
write
flipping the budget.
We'll write a story.
You flipping the budget?
Sure. Maybe I'll find one of those payment plans like I can get my drum set for. Ching ching.
Flipping the budget.
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set.
So what? I would do this one.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
You can find us at bobandjohnspodcast@gmail.com and on buzzsprout.com and pick us up on iTunes or
Ande Oosle Ande Uttery Bay. See, we could
Jackass.
And at Loose End Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Periscope.
And you can find us on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page at Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour. So what do you got for Leap Day here? We started there and then we went in a total fucking different direction.
It's a hard one because "and" is always the hardest Pig Latin word to say. Because really it's "nde." You'd have to say it. It doesn't flow like everything else.
Don't do that.
And then Loose and Buttery, is that one word? Because it would be oos and uttery lay, if I did it properly, if it was all one word. If it was separate, it would be oosle nde uttery bay.
If you were doing it in Pig Latin into your computer to find us, I guess it would be one, but it's not, so.
Or it'd have to,
because there's no spaces.
That would never work.
Twitter thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. For leap year?
Yeah. Like we had some like questions and we were like, we're going to shut up and talk about this. Because one of my questions was, that's all fine and good that people have a leap day birthday. And I was reading that it's really up to the person when they want to celebrate their birthday, either the 28th of February or the 1st of March. But legally, when they have to re-up their driver's license, say, when does and I found out it depends on where you live. Although I didn't see anything on the United States, though. I saw all other countries, but in the United States, I did not see their law on are you looked at as February 28th or March 1st? Because you have to have a legal birth date every year. Otherwise, that throws the whole system into fucking chaos.
So what did they do?
I read like the UK and like New Zealand and Australia, all these other ones, they have it different. One of them has March 1st, one of them has February 28th as the legal day, you know what I mean? Of like if you have to do driver's licenses or there's like a whole bunch, they've actually gone into somebody actually had to do. I want to know who it dawned on and went, oh shit. What happens when, who's the first person that went in to renew their driver's license and they went, well, fuck, you know?
Yeah.
That we got a problem here.
Well, it must happen. Oh my gosh, what was that?
I don't know. Frog.
Well, the way you
frog.
moved, I think I know what it was.
That was the frog.
Yeah, sure it was.
You brought that frog.
I can throw it over there. Look.
See? You're a master of that.
Yeah, that's right.
You're a master at that.
I didn't find any legal information. I wasn't looking up that. That's the part that was really bothering you. I thought that's what you were going to check up.
Is what? The legal?
The legal end.
I couldn't find any on what the United States,
If I had time to read it, I found some things, but
read it.
I can't.
Why?
Because then I got to
read?
Yeah, it's
He can't read.
a new driver's license. Altered driving licenses and IDs. Leap year.
You're on Wikipedia, right?
No, I'm just Googled. Leap year day issues. That could be something.
That could be something right there.
It happened. I was curious because when I was talking to you about it earlier, it's roughly every 4 years.
Yes.
And the thing that I found is, and this isn't exact science, by the way.
What the fuck is?
It normally happens, and it's funny because I said most. So there were a couple examples given, but for the most part, it happens most years divisible by 4.
Yes, I read that.
Yeah.
So 2012,
Yep.
2016, 2000
8. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's the next one's going to be?
I only wrote
2000
down 3 examples.
Is it going to be
16, 17, 18,
2020?
19, 20.
Yeah, but is it going to be that though? Is 20?
Well, the ones that exclude this
for me to deal with.
the ones that exclude this is the years divisible by 100 do not contain the leap day.
Oh Jesus, you
So
lost me already.
1700s, 1800s, 1900s, 2100s, those years
Okay.
don't have them. Which that part I don't know how the math is working.
So then you have to go 8 years for your birthday.
Right. Yeah. Heck, that happened in 2000.
Did it?
And it would have happened in 2000. No, not 10. It would have been 2000. Sure. 2000 is divisible by 100.
Well, obviously, you just pick a date and go with it.
Yeah, but I heard a story about the guy that had a child. The guy was Jewish, never had his bar mitzvah.
Bah.
And he chose not to as a kid. The parents gave him his choice, so he didn't. And then, his son's 13 years old now. And the father is going to be, if you went by the leap year, when his birthday really happened, he'd only be 13 years old. So his son said to him, maybe that's perfect time. So they're having a group bat mitzvah together.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, see? That's crazy.
You just sit there and go like, dude, you're not 13 anymore. You're not 13, okay?
The other thing I found is this is like was a Irish tradition. But on the leap year, which, by the way, I wish I had more time to research.
Oh, I think I know this one. Go ahead. I can't quite get it, but I think I've heard of this.
The women are allowed to ask
Yes.
men to marry them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a movie about it.
Leap year.
Leap year.
Yes, that's what that's where when you said it, I was like, okay.
Yeah, there was a movie
remember
about
that.
that. It's a real thing. So it was an Irish tradition that kind of spread around. I think
The
it went from
Irish.
Irish to Scotland and
Irish. Yeah, it's a good Irish roll. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I get it, but once I start going, sometimes you've heard me. It turns into something else. We've done that. We've gone down that road. So rather
I
than
forgot
show
what
off,
the
I'm just
last
going to
one
stay
you
with
did.
the.
What was the last one you did? I forgot. Oh shit! Yeah,
I did. I did a whole little limerick for my parents' 50th anniversary. I
Oh, that's
did
right.
my best to do it with an Irish
you're the
accent.
best Irish. Eh?
And you know what?
You're Irish.
The one guy that loves to watch that shit, this guy,
Yeah.
do you think anybody got it on tape?
Are you kidding me?
I brought my camera for the reason it didn't get work. My sister,
Failure.
my sister videotaped it. That thing
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
because she had one of those
Failure.
disc
Yeah.
ones, the little mini discs, and they're not even round. They're like they even had like a flat side to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. She gave me it, but she's like, she can't get it to work. I don't have anything I can put that in to make it work. So as far as I know, it gone.
Do you have that disc still?
Yeah,
You could take it to somebody and have it.
sure. But I don't. She said something like she didn't format it properly, either prior or post. I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
that's where she was at. She's like, look,
You do, no. You
do
don't
think-
format. It has to be prior because if you format it post, you'll erase it.
Right. Well,
So-
something wrong.
You, yeah, you have to do that ahead of time, or not. Oh, sounds like a whole bunch of.
I know. I worked
a big
hard on that
hullabaloo.
too.
I
really,
remember. I remember.
trying to get the accent
Yeah,
down.
you got the Irish accent,
Yeah,
boy.
I tried to get the whole
Come
thing
down and have a pint.
And I'll tell you what else was a little disappointing is I was in front of the wrong crowd for this. You know, I just didn't get a inkling of what I wanted. You know,
Hey, it happens. You
they
know
were
what I mean?
so intent. You know what I mean? Like they were so focused, and I just think it went right over the top. You know what I mean? It was gone. Phew. I mean, I didn't get no chuckles. I got one chuckle from my Uncle Louie because I mentioned his name in it too. He went to the movie with my Uncle Louie.
So it didn't quite go over as well as you thought it was going
No,
to.
not for the effort that I put into it. I did
You're
not.
so, in your mind, you're going, "You sons of bitches!
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
sense of humor, sons of bitches."
Maybe if I had a group that were drinking or something, I might
they
have.
weren't drinking.
Well, they're all a little older now. You know what I mean? They're chilling out.
Oh, okay. Well, there had to be some young people there.
My nephews and daughter.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Well, what about the people of your generation of your family?
I think they tried to keep it at a reasonable size. So if all their close friends and family, because I mean, it would be friends that were in their wedding. You know what I mean? So it's not
okay.
not a
It was an older crowd you were skewing to, and
right. Wasn't exactly what hadn't taken that into consideration.
so none of.
I'm touching myself tonight.
No, none of that.
That would have gone right over.
None of that.
Actually, your parents were probably. Your mother was probably just crapping her pants because whenever you get a microphone or get a stage to go up onto, and she's there, she clenches up really.
You know, I felt like I composed myself well and I remembered everything, and you know those were my two big concerns, and I felt the delivery was good. You know, I
just didn't quite hit the mark.
just not what I was.
A little left of the mark, huh?
Yeah.
what do you
Definitely as far as my expectations,
Oh,
for
okay.
sure. You know.
Oh yeah, you wanted to think like you were at the Chuckle Hut.
Oh
on
yeah, I
Saturday
wanted a
night.
standing ovation.
Yeah, $2 taco, folks.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
Right.
Yeah, well, at least you didn't.
Sounds like you have a dick in your mouth.
That's right.
That would have even been worse, and everything. Well, all right. I think for this one we're out of here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I keep going. I don't get used to this short style.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes everything's flowed real well. You quit while you're ahead in these ones.
Okay, I'm good with that. I
You
got
know,
lots of.
we'll have Jay next
I might
weekend.
flick the switch there for my. You folks don't even know how excited I am.
He's excited, and it doesn't have anything to do with
No, not at all. No.
Although you did get to work with her Friday, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got those texts.
I did. Yeah, she is fantastic.
I'm touching myself tonight.
All right, one more time before we get out of here.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
You can find us at Bob and John's Podcast at gmail.com and on Buzzsprout.com, or pick us up on iTunes, or
At Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Periscope.
don't you have an or after that?
No.
Oh. Or on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel at Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour. All right, say goodnight, John.
Good night, John.
Stadler?
Yeah, what?
Is that it?
Yes, it's over. How'd you like it?
I don't know. I slept through the whole thing.
Well, you didn't miss much. Chico!
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set.
I'm touching myself tonight.